It's a parent's nightmare, having their newborn child switched at birth and not finding out about it until later in life when the children are teens. That is the premise behind ABC Family's series Switched at Birth. That's where the two families learn to live together to help their two daughters. The show is beginning its second season, and joining us now via satellite, two of its stars, Gio Marini and Vanessa Marano. Thank you guys so much for being with us today. Gio, I want to start with you. Now, the end of last season, you saw a major court victory, a sudden influx of cash because of that victory. So where does the story pick up for you now?
Well, it's simple and complicated and a bit crazy. My character wins $5 million against the hospital that switched the kids. And next thing you know, the last scene of the season is the fact that a woman comes into the room, the trial, and asks for Angelo, and she's pregnant. So the beginning of the second season is the fact that my character had a fling in Roma, and there's a baby on the way. So it's kind of a big shocker. Not so shocking with my character, obviously.
Right.
But a lot of things going to be a shift around, and the girls are not really going to like that so much.
Hey, and they're going to be a bit of a heartbreaker out there. Vanessa, I want to go to you because a lot of last season seemed to deal with your character, Bay, the character Daphne, and how you're dealing with changes in your relationship. What can you tell us about what's ahead for this season?
Well, my character, Bay, has always been the more difficult to deal with of the two Switched at Birth girls. She's artistic, she's rebellious, she's very sarcastic, she doesn't really do well in school, she's pretty defiant, and then Daphne's perfect, but has her own flaws too. But in Bay's eyes, she's just always competing with this perfect girl. So my character started dating Daphne's best friend, Emmett, who's deaf, and they fell in love and had just this completely magical relationship that you don't find often, much less you find at age 16. And of course, because you're not ready for that kind of relationship, things happened, like him cheating on her. So she went crazy. She's a street artist, and she fell in with the wrong crowd. She was doing illegal things. She tried to run away. This season, she is done. She's not rebellious anymore. She knows her family loves her. She's being a good girl. She's studying. She's listening. It's very out of character for Bay.
But who's going to believe that?
Nobody does believe that. In fact, the school thinks that she's cheating. And that's the only way she could possibly be doing well in school, which frustrates Bay a little bit. And so she makes a stand to say, you know what? I'm going to go to the deaf school. I'm going to go to school with Daphne and Emmett. And it's not going to be hard. It's not going to be hard at all. It'll be lovely. It's not like there's going to be prejudice or a different language constantly happening, and she's going to be a total outsider. That'll never happen.
The subtlety there, I think, is something. The subtlety, I think people will be tuning in for that. I hear infidelity as an underlying theme throughout this season. We'll have to obviously tune in for that. Gio, I want to ask you about this because you're a father. You've got small children. You ever thought about what it would be like if something like this actually happened to you and your wife? What the response would be?
My God, no.
No.
I don't know what the response will be. You know, it's very difficult. You know, thank God it's just a show for us that we're working on, because as a father, what to do? You know, it's you learn to fall in love with a child that in the end it's not yours. Well, you're not going to give it away. It's yours. You know, so you want both now. So this is pretty much the situation where all these families ending up, and I think the Kenishes are acting up the best by trying to somehow doing it in the right or wrong way, but they're trying to put everybody together all the time. And
well, it's funny because the Kenishes are perceived as the wealthier family, whereas Regina, the single mother, is not really, as wealthy, and so it's kind of the haves have-not situation where they're the haves. They think they should have everything.
Headbutting like that.
They think they raised this girl, they should parent her. This one's biological, they should raise her. Like they're very adapting to that.
It's a very complex show, but in a very intelligent way. So I'm having a great time being part of this show.
I'm always curious to find out what the relationship is like off set, because Vanessa, does Gio get a little protective of you?
It's a good question. If I see a guy around Vanessa right now, I would just somehow weirdly looking at the guy like, what's up? It's odd, but I've been looking at you quite a bit differently. Like, not you're my daughter, but I have to make sure that you protect it. It's weird you saying that because I've been looking at you more and more like that.
I like this.
We look alike.
Vanessa, I think you're in good hands.
And we both from Italians background, so yeah, I mean, my daughter's going to end up very soon being like Vanessa. So it's a scary thought, but I hope she will be like you because you are so balanced and sweet and intelligent and a great actress. So hopefully she will end up like you.
Wow, that is a very
He's very nice to
yeah,
me.
that's a very sweet endorsement indeed. Switched at Birth airs.
You're not around Vanessa all day. I'm telling you, I'm around Vanessa pretty much when we on set all day long, and it's just incredible how smart you are.
Wow.
It's scary. I just say nothing and listen, and I'm learning so much things. I'm 36 years old, so.
And I can't stand Gilles Marini.
Yeah.
God, what a terrible human being this guy is.
I see a little bit of a blush there, but obviously it's great to see that you really do have that kind of close relationship on camera and off camera. Switched at Birth airs Monday nights on ABC Family. Gilles Marini, Vanessa Morano, thank you so much and continued success to both of you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.